The Roaring Twenties, the Jazz Age. With performers such as Paul Whitman and Louis Armstrong. By the mid-1920s, jazz was being played in dance halls, roadhouses, and speakeasies all over the country. It was the new hip thing. Throughout the 1920s, many people took an interest in music. They owned pianos, played sheet music, and listened to the radio. But not everyone was thrilled. When jazz first spread across America, it left delight and controversy in its wake. The more popular it became, the more it was criticized. Some of its most recognizable critics are Carter Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, the Ladies' Home Journal, and the New York Times. It was coined the devil's music and was considered by many to be socially unacceptable. Many music educators worried that this music, which featured improvisation over traditional structure, performer over composer, and Black American experience over conventional white sensibilities, would destroy young people's interest in classical music. So they tried to convince the public that European classical music was the only good music. John R. McMahon wrote, "If Moses had foreseen the jazz, he would have written an 11th commandment, and if Beethoven would have returned to earth and witnessed the doings of such an orchestra, he should thank the heavens for his deafness." The Music Memory Contest promised great results in familiarizing people with better music, in developing music appreciation, and in creating a desire to use and even to produce fine music. The Music Memory Contest movement began in the home of Mr. C.M. Tremaine, the director of the National Bureau for the Advancement of Music, as a game that he played with his children. He introduced it to the local supervisor of music in Westfield, New Jersey, Miss Mabel E. Bray. She liked his plans and tried it in the schools there in 1916. C.M. Tremaine brought the idea of the contest to the school music profession in 1918 during an address before the Music Supervisors National Conference. Within 5 years, it had swept over the entire country. By 1926, it was introduced to 1,083 cities, many of which held contests several years in a row. One reason that the Music Memory Contest was so successful may have been that it reminded the parents of the old spelling bees in which they would remember from their childhood. It also involved the family and community like no other aspect of music education. The whole community actively participated for months at a time. Parents drilled their children to help them prepare. Newspapers published lists of works to be used in the contest. Theater orchestras and organists played the contest music between film showings to give students another chance to familiarize themselves with the melodies. 50 radio stations played the music on the national contest list. The Victor Talking Machine Company even sent a free booklet to anyone holding a contest. 5 weeks were given for thoughtful listening to 40 musical masterpieces. Originally, winners were often rewarded with money, $10 each, or a scholarship was given for free musical instructions by leading teachers of voice, piano, organ, violin, and other musical instruments. Though giving cash and other individual prizes was a valuable stimulus, this changed eventually to prizes of honorary or symbolic value, such as a certificate, banner, or cup. Teachers felt that the winning of the school spirit and loyalty would be sufficient incentive. Music memory contests are still in existence all over the country today. Many reside in Texas, New York, and California. The goal is to provide additional motivation and materials for children to listen and study classical music. The compositions for competition range for orchestra, keyboard, choral, vocal, opera, to jazz. Most competitions target upper elementary and middle school age students. If you are interested in hosting a music memory contest or you would like more information, I have found two helpful websites, www.musicmemorycontest.com and www.musicmemoryideas.com.